going on?
I'm a man who do what he got to do. I am a man who won't let me change. I need a boy who should with you, so we gotta do it.
What up, people? It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One. I got another story time video. I'm gonna tell you the time when I was working at your friendly neighborhood Kroger location. Your boy had to do the number 2. I mean, your boy had some business in the men's restroom. I was about to do the Lord's work in the men's restroom. I had some government-ish to do in the, okay, wild, crazy story. So peep this, all right? So I was working up front and I was a customer service manager. And for those out there who've been living under a rock, allow your boy to explain. The customer service manager mainly stays at the customer service desk. And that particular individual handles the everyday things that go on with the front end. He also, talk and communicate with the employees, with the floor supervisors, also have to fix issues with customers. Sometimes customers come in not at their best, sometimes, a lot of times at their worst, disgruntled about what's going on outside the world, and then they take all their problems and unleash it onto us. We kind of massage those disputes. And mainly customers are upset about various things. But the number one thing that they upset about is when they purchase something, they look on the shelf, they take it to the register, they purchase it, they take it home, and when they look through their receipt, they find out that particular item isn't what it said on the shelf, isn't what is supposed to be on sale. So they come back a day later. I don't know why people just don't look while they're in line, and as the cashier scanning the item, make sure that the item is scanned exactly the price that you saw on the shelf. But that's neither here nor there. Sometimes it can be as simple as they didn't put in their Kroger Plus card. Sometimes it's a digital coupon thing where the customer didn't select the digital coupon through the app. Sometimes they have a coupon, something does dispute between the coupon and the item itself. Sometimes these coupons have various things. You might have to buy 2 of this thing. You might have to buy it in a different size or a different time. Sometimes the coupon expires. Whatever the case is, they come back a day later. They're not so happy with us, and they're not going to take no for an answer. Okay, so those are the day in, day out things that I had to deal with as a customer service manager. Now, this particular day was a very chaotic day. We were busy from start to finish. I got there at 7 a.m. I say around 8:30, it was like a light switch. Instant business, okay? People all over the place. It was just busy, all right? I was the only one that was knowledgeable enough to stay at the customer service desk, okay? And if the floor supervisor isn't there to manage the other cashiers as far as making sure they got their breaks on time, their lunches on time, or disputes with customers, then it's going to be a long day for a customer service manager. Anywho, it was busy, it was chaotic, and I'm taking care of my daily functions, and man, it just came on. It came on like a light switch. I had to use the restroom quick, fast, in a hurry, immediately, okay? I could see red and blue lights flashing behind me. If this was an alert, this would be up there, okay? This would be hurricane alert level. I couldn't wait. I couldn't hold it. I had to go. But before I had to go, I had already had customers in my line. I'm quickly handling disputes. Normally, I'll ask them what happened, investigate it. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Whatever the customer said it was, I just went on, just gave it to them. Because that's how bad I had to use the restroom. So when I finally got all my customers out and took care of them, I walk up to one of the head cashiers and say, hey, look, can you watch the customer service desk for me? I have to use the restroom, okay? They said, sure, no problem. As soon as I'm making a beeline to the men's restroom, because the men's restroom isn't that far from the customer service desk. As I'm walking that way, all of a sudden I get paged. So I had to turn around. It was a customer at the customer service desk. I figured it could not be that serious. Shouldn't take that long. I should take care of this customer quick, fast, in a hurry, all right? So, went to find out the customer dispute, took care of it, got them up out of there, all right? I went back to the cashier. I said, hey, look, I didn't get an opportunity to go use the restroom. Can you please watch the customer service desk? Tell the customers that I'm in the restroom. I will be back quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? She said, sure, no problem. So instead of heading to the restroom that was close to the customer service desk, I decided to make a detour and go to the family's restroom. Now for the family restroom, that's mainly for family. It's if you have a baby, if whatever the case, if you are a different gender, you go to that restroom. And normally that restroom is never occupied. I can lock the door behind me. It's only one stall, so I won't have to worry about people going into the restroom saying, hey, you got a customer, this, that, and the third. I can have all the peace and quiet I can get in the family's restroom. And the family restroom was not too far from the pharmacy, okay? So ran to the family restroom, just like I thought. It was empty. I locked the door behind me. And man, I had to use the restroom big time. Normally, I'm a huge germaphobe, okay? So, normally I wipe, I do everything. I wipe, if I got cleaning spray or whatever, I'm gonna wipe the seat down because I don't trust public restrooms. You don't know who set their tail on there, male or female. It's just, So, and sometimes after I wipe the seat down, I put one of those plastic covers. Well, unfortunately, I didn't have no plastic covers. So I'm up here, my knees are wobbling. Okay, that's how bad I had to use the restroom. I was about to crap on myself, okay? So I'm wiping the seat down. I'm doing the very best I can to hold this in long enough for me to wipe this seat down. Then I was gonna get one of those paper covers. Went to the paper cover thing, there was none there. So I had to do a plan B. I started trying to peel off, toilet paper and laying it on the seat. I got halfway. Now we have these these paper, the dispenser. As soon as you pull one, it automatically cuts it. So it would have took me an extra minute to fully cover the seat with paper towels. I said, heck no, I cannot hold it no more. So I just went full commando on the toilet seat. I had one half of the toilet seat somewhat covered, the other half of the toilet seat bare bones. I set my tail on that toilet and I commenced to cause havoc on the toilet seat. If that toilet seat could talk, it would be screaming, okay? If that toilet seat could talk, I would be saying, just be quiet. Ain't nobody, you can scream all you want, ain't nobody gonna hear you. I'm just letting it rain on this toilet seat, okay? So all the stuff that I ate from on my lunch, last night, last week, Thanksgiving Day dinner, Christmas dinner, 4th of July barbecue, Memorial Day barbecue, all that stuff came ooshing out, okay? Oh man, I was making all types of, it was so bad. I had to literally hold myself from salvation. I had to just hold myself. That's how bad I had to use the restroom. So I'm up there just letting it loose. I thought, maybe if I just do some of it and if it's okay, I could just take care of the rest later on, because I knew I did not have that much time in this restroom. But today was one of those days. The Lord needed me a little bit longer. I had to let all the content out of my stomach hit that toilet water, okay? So as I'm commencing, I'm constantly hearing page after page after page. Chris, could you please come to the front? Chris, can you please come to the register? Chris, can you please come to register? I mean, I'm hearing page after page after page, okay? I'm not getting up. I refuse to get up, okay? I done made it all the way this far. We're almost there. We're not halfway there. If this was a football game, we're in the fourth quarter and we got 5 more minutes to go, okay? So I let all that stuff, I let all it go, wipe my tail, wash my hands. I'm coming out of the restroom. As I'm coming out of the restroom, as I open the door, there was a customer like at the door. And I guess he had to go use the restroom as well, all right? He didn't have time for no explanation. He didn't care what I did. That's how bad you knew he had to go use the restroom, because he just didn't care. He walked in now, and hey, look, as I'm opening the door, I'm coming out, some of the funk coming out. As I'm coming out, he almost nearly just knocked me over. That's how bad he had to go use the restroom. I couldn't see him, but I can hear him in the background going, "Whew, what you think the restroom is for?" Okay, I didn't go in there playing around and was surfing on the interwebs on social media. I did my thizzle, okay, on the toilet. So he locks the door behind him. I'm running back to the customer service desk, and man, there was like a line full of people at the customer service desk, okay? It was like they was in line for a concert or some football game, so a professional football game or a basketball game, something. I was in a long line, okay? I'm embarrassed, okay, because the cashier, I told her I was gonna go use the restroom, told her I was gonna be back real fast. Real fast wasn't fast enough, okay? I probably was sitting on that commode for at least 10 minutes, probably more. So as I'm walking to the customer service desk, I got all these customers, and they all got that look on like, okay, where the hell you been? You been on lunch? You been playing around? I mean, why it's taking you so long to get? They're not saying it, but I can see it in their eyes. So I get around the customer service desk, I shut the door behind me, and then I told them, I said, hey, look, I had an emergency and I had to go to the restroom. I am so sorry. I apologize, okay? So all those frowns turned into smiles and a couple of giggles and a couple of laughs. I'm pretty sure that when they got home, they told their significant other what I said, and they're laughing. But everyone is laughing, but guess what everyone's not doing? Everyone's not mad or upset or bitter. That was the first time in a long time since I've been in the customer service desk where I didn't have a disgruntled customer or an upset employee or whatever, because I just told it like it is. I told it like it is, not like it was. So yeah, that was an interesting time when I used to work at your friendly neighborhood Kroger store. So guys, tell me what you would have done in that situation. Would you done things exactly what I did? Would have handled things differently? What about the customers? Would you told the customers where you were, or you just would have went to the customer service desk, shut the door, and you just taking care of the customers, okay? That's none of their business, right? It's none of their business. So get in the comment section. Tell me if you like this type of content. As always, it's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast. I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm about here. Deuces.